Hi there, Chris here from IELTS Advantage with another week and another mini course. So one of the most effective ways to improve your overall IELTS scores is to improve your grammar. Grammar accounts for 25% of your total writing mark, 25% of your total speaking mark, and it's also important for reading and listening as well. So in order to help you guys as much as possible, what we're going to do this week is we're going to do a 3-day mini grammar course. So let's have a look at what we're going to be doing this week. So day one, we're going to look at how grammar actually affects your score because as I already mentioned, it's 25% of your total writing and your total speaking score, but it also can affect other areas as well, other unexpected areas. So we'll talk about that, and we'll talk a lot about how the examiners think about grammar and what they're looking for, especially for the writing test. And we'll also talk about a lot of myths surrounding grammar. So we'll talk about mistakes and how that affects your score, structures, tenses, complex sentences, simple sentences, all of those different things, because there's a huge number of myths surrounding grammar, as there are in other parts of the test as well. So in order to understand what to do, you need to understand what not to do first. So we'll be looking at that today. Day two, we've got a lot of requests for help with simple versus complex sentences. What is the difference between those? How do you make complex sentences? How do they affect your score? So we'll be looking a lot about that. Not tomorrow, Wednesday. So Wednesday at midday on Facebook here, we'll be having a look at that live. And then on day three, which is Friday at about 11 a.m., we'll do it a little bit earlier on Friday, we're going to look at a grammar improvement plan. So this is a plan that you can use at home for free by yourself, and you can work on improving your grammar. So we'll give you that. It's a very simple strategic plan that you can use. So we'll give you that on Friday. Okay, so without further ado, let's have a look at how grammar actually affects your score. So it's 25% of speaking, 25% of writing. Let's have a look at writing. So here we have task achievement, 25%, coherence and cohesion, 25%, lexical resource, which is vocabulary, 25%, and grammatical range and accuracy, which is 25%. So these are the things that the examiners are going to be thinking about when they're looking at your task 1 and task 2 writing. So a very, very common thing that we see is a student might have band 7 task achievement. They've answered the question pretty well. Their coherence and cohesion is at around a band 7, and their vocabulary is at around band 7. What we see a lot is with grammar, it might be at a band 6. So what a lot of students think is, if I get these 3 at a band 7, it doesn't matter if my grammar isn't that good, because I'm going to get a band 7 overall. Wrong. That's probably not going to happen. Let me explain why that probably will not happen. So if you are getting a band 6 for grammar, that means you're making a lot of grammar mistakes. Like pretty much every sentence has some sort of grammatical error in it. And what happens is, if you're reading someone who is at a band 6 level, their writing is quite difficult to understand, because there are many grammatical